Hello and welcome. I'm Emrah. In today's episode of the AI Frameworks Unpacked, we will explore the National Institute of Standards and Technology's AI Risk Management Framework. The purpose of this series is to address the challenges of designing AI systems that align with human values and goals while navigating the rapid emergence of AI frameworks from both industry and government sectors. By the end of this session, you'll gain a clearer understanding of the complexities of AI governance and the critical role of ethical principles in shaping technology with a specific focus on NIST's approach from a governmental perspective. Let's dive in and unpack the NIST AI framework. In the early 1900s, the US was struggling to compete with industrial powerhouses like the United Kingdom and Germany. Infrastructure was seriously lagging behind. Congress saw this gap and acted, founding NIST in 1901. It became the backbone of US industrial growth, setting the standards that propelled American industries since then. Fast forward to today, NIST is doing way more than improving industrial skills. Its work touches nearly every corner of our lives, whether it is setting the standards for electronic health records, helping develop materials for advanced computer chips, or ensuring skyscrapers can withstand earthquakes. NIST is everywhere. NIST doesn't just focus on physical technologies, it is also shaping the future of artificial intelligence. NIST has launched powerful tools to address the growing complexities of AI. These frameworks and programs are voluntary but incredibly impactful for ensuring that AI systems are trustworthy and ethical. NIST frameworks and programs are more than just a technical guide. They are a map for navigating the risks and rewards of AI in a way that fosters responsible innovation. They are a tool to ensure that as we create more powerful AI systems, we do so ethically and with trustworthiness at the core. Let's add more context. On October 2023, the President issued an executive order on safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence. This directive charged agencies, including NIST, with producing guidelines to ensure that AI systems are not just innovative, but also safe, ethical, and aligned with social values. Under this executive order, NIST is developing a series of key publications, each addressing distinct challenges and opportunities in AI development and governance. Let me walk you through a few of these important documents. The first one is AI Risk Management Framework, which is developed under the National Artificial Intelligence Initiative Act of 2020, serves as a voluntary, flexible resource for organizations involved in the design, development, deployment, or use of AI systems. Its primary goal is to help manage AI-related risks and promote the trustworthy and responsible use of AI technologies. The framework and its resources will be continuously refined based on emerging technologies, international standards, and feedback from the AI community. This iterative approach ensures it remains relevant and effective in addressing both current and future AI challenges. In a sense, the AI Risk Management Framework provides a comprehensive and adaptable structure to guide organizations toward responsible AI practices while balancing innovation with social safeguards. We will explore more on this framework in later slides. Second, reducing risks posed by synthetic content. This publication focuses on detecting, authenticating, and labeling synthetic content. Think AI-generated images or deepfakes. It explores techniques like digital watermarking and metadata recording to verify the authenticity of
the content. It's part of a broader effort under the executive order to understand and mitigate risks related to synthetic content. Another one is plan for a global engagement on AI standards. Recognizing the global nature of AI, this document lays out a strategy for international collaboration on AI standards. It's all about fostering global cooperation to promote responsible AI development guided by principles from NIST's own AI risk management framework and other US government strategies. Another additional document here is generative AI profile, which is a companion resource to the AI risk management framework and focuses specifically on generative AI. It provides over 400 actionable steps for managing risks in designing and deploying generative AI systems, from bias and misuse to transparency concerns. Another example is managing the risk of misuse for dual-use foundation models. This document tackles the challenges posed by dual-use AI models that can be used for both beneficial and potentially harmful purposes. It provides the draft guidelines to developers for mitigating this kind of misuse. Another example is toward a standard for identifying and managing bias in AI. Bias in AI is one of the most pressing issues today. This document by NIST sets the groundwork for addressing bias in AI systems, paving the way for socio-technical solutions. Finally, secure software development practices for generative AI, which builds on NIST's established secure software development framework, incorporating best practices specifically for generative AI and dual-use models, and it is a must-read for developers working on cutting-edge AI applications. Finally, beyond these documents, NIST is actively conducting evaluations of AI systems, focusing on metrics like accuracy, robustness, bias, interpretability, and transparency. These evaluations are crucial for advancing trustworthy AI and ensuring its real-world utility. NIST conducts specific evaluation programs for development and utility of trustworthy AI products and services, depends heavily on reliable measurements and evaluations of underlying technologies and their use. The latest in a portfolio of evaluations managed by the NIST Information Technology Laboratory is ARIA, that assesses models and systems submitted by technology developers from around the world. ARIA is an evaluation environment which is sector and task agnostic. NIST Gen AI is a new evaluation program administered by the same laboratory to assess generative AI technologies developed by the research community. NIST Gen AI is an umbrella program that supports various evaluations for research in generative AI by providing a platform for test and evaluation. These evaluations will inform the work of the US AI Safety Institute at NIST. In support of all efforts here to create safe and trustworthy artificial intelligence, NIST has established the US Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute. To support this institute, NIST has created the US AI Safety Institute Consortium, and this consortium brings together more than 280 organizations to develop science-based and empirical backed guidelines and standards for AI measurement and policy, laying the foundation for AI safety across the world. As you can see on the slide, there are some additional documents. For example, the first one is Taxonomy and Terminology of Adversarial Machine Learning. This document develops a taxonomy of concepts and defines terminology in the field of machine learning. The terminology arranged in an alphabetical glossary defines key terms associated with the security of machine learning components of an AI system. On the other hand, there is the language of trustworthy AI, which is in-depth glossary of terms Other document is which introduced 4 principles for explainable artificial intelligence that comprise fundamental properties of explainable AI systems. The final document you see on the screen makes the case that interpretability and explainability as being distinct requirements for machine learning systems. It's an overview of the literature in experimental psychology pertaining to interpretation and comprehension is made.
There are other programs that NIST supports. With the financial support of the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, American Association for the Advancement of Science has undertaken a one-year project aimed at developing preliminary information resources necessary to support judges as they address an increasing number of cases involving artificial intelligence. So another example is that the United States Department of State is releasing a risk management profile for artificial intelligence and human rights as a practical guide for organizations, including governments, the private sector, and civil society, to design, develop, deploy, use, and govern AI in a manner consistent with respect for international human rights. Another example here is that the NIST established a kind of cross standards, crosswalks that are produced by NIST and or other organizations and are intended to provide a mapping of concepts and terms between the NIST AI risk management framework and other guidelines, frameworks, standards, and regulation documents. Let's dive into the NIST AI risk management framework specifically, a very critical guide to fostering trustworthy and ethical AI. So the framework consists of 2 parts. One is really the foundation, the other one is the core functions. In foundation part, the NIST AI framework introduces how organizations can frame AI risks and also analyzes trustworthiness and defines trustworthy AI characteristics. So in the core function aspect, the framework outlines 4 core functions to manage AI risks. Let's break it down, starting with the foundations of the framework, trustworthy AI. At the core of NIST AI framework is the concept of trustworthy AI. But what does that really mean? It is about building AI systems that embody 7 critical characteristics. First one is valid and reliable. So AI must perform as intended, consistently delivering accurate results. Second, safe. Systems should avoid unnecessary risks to human safety, well-being, or the environment. Secure and resilient. AI should withstand attacks and recover effectively from disruptions. Fourth, accountable and transparent. The processes behind AI must be clear and easy to understand. 5, explainable and interpretable. The reasoning behind AI outputs should make sense to humans. 6, privacy enhanced AI. So AI must respect privacy and protect sensitive data. 7, finally, fair with managed bias. Biases that could reinforce social inequalities must be minimized. So another approach of the foundations for the framework is the engaging stakeholders. The framework stresses the importance of stakeholder engagement. This means involving AI actors like developers, deployers, and users, or impacted communities, people directly or indirectly affected by the AI, domain experts, specialists in the application area of the AI system. By collaborating with these groups early and often, organizations can uncover potential risks and address them proactively. So another segment here is the key AI risks and mitigation strategies. So the framework, NIST AI framework suggests addressing them by bias and discrimination, so that AI might perpetuate societal biases leading to unfair outcomes. So privacy violations, improper use or breaches of AI systems could expose sensitive data. Safety hazards, faulty AI in critical applications can result in physical harm. Security vulnerabilities, systems may be prone to attacks that compromise their integrity. And finally, lack of transparency, opaque systems erode trust and make accountability difficult. So to mitigate this risk, the framework recommends tools like performance evaluation, bias testing, privacy assessments, safety testing, and security audits. This ensures AI remains reliable, fair, and secure. Finally, another foundational concept here is the importance of context. So NIST AI framework emphasizes that the impact of AI depends heavily on the environment in which it is used. Factors such as the system's purpose, stakeholder values, and legal requirements must all be considered. Context matters because the same system can affect different groups in profoundly different ways. So, on the other hand, for the AI lifecycle, which are 4 core functions, the framework breaks down it to govern, map, measure, and manage. Let's explore each function in detail. The govern function is all about laying a solid foundation for AI risk management within an organization. Think of it as setting the stage for the rest of the framework. Here's what it entails. Establishing policies, processes, and procedures to align with legal and regulatory requirements while integrating trustworthiness, monitoring, and decommissioning practices. So another aspect is defining clear accountability structures so everyone knows their role in managing AI risks. Promoting diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility within teams, ensuring a broad perspective in decision making. Furthermore, fostering a culture of safety and critical thinking, encouraging proactive risk identification and incident reporting. Finally, engaging with stakeholders and managing third-party risks from data to software. This foundational function ensures that AI risk management becomes a shared, organization-wide effort. So next we move to mapping, right? Understanding the context and impacts of AI systems. So mapping is where we get a clear picture of what an AI system is supposed to do, where it will operate, and what its potential risks and benefits are. This involves defining the intended purpose and benefits of the system while identifying potential positive and negative impacts. Also characterizing the system's capabilities and tasks. So again, in mapping efforts, analyzing the expected benefits and costs, both monetary and non-monetary, is also critical. So mapping risks and benefits, especially concerning third-party components, will ensure human oversight and proficiency to keep the system in check. So let's talk about measure, right? The measure function, focused on quantifying and assessing AI risks. This stage is where we get into the data using qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods. We assess risks and monitor them over time. So key steps include selecting appropriate measurement methods and metrics to prioritize and document risks, establishing robust testing and evaluation procedures to ensure performance and safety, measuring trustworthiness characteristics like transparency, fairness, and bias, monitoring the AI system in real-world setting and tracking emergent risks. By continuously measuring and validating, organizations can maintain trust and accountability in their AI systems. Finally, we arrive at manage, the action-oriented function. Managing risks means implementing strategies to address them, allocate resources effectively, and respond to challenges. This involves making no-go decisions based on whether the AI system achieves its goals with acceptable risks, prioritizing and developing risk response plans to mitigate, transfer, avoid, or accept risks, and documenting residual risks and planning for ongoing mitigation, monitoring systems post-deployment, and ensuring transparent communication about incidents or errors. The manage function ensures that organizations are prepared not only to handle known risks, but also to respond to unforeseen challenges as they arise. So there you have it, the 4 functions of the AI risk management: govern, map, measure, and manage. This framework provides a structured, adaptable approach for organizations navigating the complex landscape of AI risks. By following these guidelines, we can promote responsible AI development and foster trust in these transformative technologies. It's worth noting that the AI risk management framework is presented as a voluntary guideline. Legal and regulatory requirements may vary depending on the context. In conclusion, the NIST provides a comprehensive resource for organizations aiming to responsibly develop and deploy AI. The NIST AI Risk Management Framework is more than just a guide, it is a call to action. It is about ensuring that AI is developed and deployed responsibly with trust and ethics at its core. By following the framework's guidance, we can navigate the challenges of AI while maximizing its potential for good. Thanks for joining me on this episode through NIST's AI framework and the essential strategies for risk mitigation in AI development. I hope you have found these insights valuable and actionable.